Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today then, chat? Welcome to the stream, as they say. Let me know if the music's good. I don't know. I've turned it down. I think I turned down my headset. I mess with my headset volume every now and then, and it changes, and then I don't know what the volume is and whatnot. But welcome Twitch chat, welcome YouTube chat. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Someone mentioned the Elite Bundle, and you know what? Yeah. Where the hell is the Elite Bundle? We got the... Where's the Jet still, I guess? But we're waiting on the Jet. We've got a Summit. Am I going to do the Summit? I don't know yet. I've done most of it. Am I going to finish the last skills for a vanity item that I already own? Look, I've done the events, and the events are like the best bit of the Summit. So, we've got a Koenigsegg Summit next week, but God, 5-week months? Really? They really just... Ugh. Ugh. We still got another week and a bit to wait for the Jet. We've got a whole Koenigsegg week to get through. When does Forza release? We got some Grand Race. I obviously want to play some Grand Race today. Until... Well, I'm going to play as much Grand Race as I can until I eventually win a Grand Race, at which point the stream will end immediately. And hopefully, there will be less singing of the thick of it when I win that Grand Race. Welcome Westside Western in Twitch chat. Welcome The D. Welcome Megalodon. Welcome Ardit. Welcome Lamborghini Kuntash. Welcome Westside Western. Welcome Lamborghini. I already said that. Welcome Cheyenne. Everyone in YouTube chat as well. Everyone in chat. Hey, hi, hello. If I haven't said already. Welcome to the stream. Swab, how you doing, man? Quick, Swab, where am I? Quick, where am I? Welcome, Jeff. Welcome, Deli. Welcome, first person in YouTube chat was C63S. Welcome, Jamie, Canal. Welcome, Koffa. Welcome, 12 Raydek Fisher. Niels. Gabriel. Samuel Fingus. Hawaii, damn, Chad, he's too good, he's too good. Pro GeoGuessr player. Welcome, IDNSI. Oh, by the way, happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter, chat. You know what, chat? I found out today that I've got my Easter lore completely wrong. See, I knew that Easter was something to do with Jesus. But also, Easter was something to do with hot cross buns. You're supposed to have hot cross buns on Easter, and that completely predates Jesus. But I thought this whole time, hang on a minute, I thought Christmas and New Year's was something to do with Jesus. But no, they weren't. But well, no, Christmas was when he was born. Easter was when he was risen, chat. Or something like that. I must have misheard him. But look, as a non-Christian, or any religion, but who lives in areas in which people are religious around me, I really did not know anything about Easter. I knew that the eggs were like something to do with rebirth, and I remember thinking as a kid, that's silly because Jesus wasn't rebirthed from an egg. But also, a lot of the Christian holidays were put on the same days as, I forget what it was, but holidays that existed before Christianity. For two reasons. One, so it was easy to switch from one religion to the other, but also to add a bit of divisionism to it. It's like, no, you gotta celebrate my holiday, not their holiday. You're Christian now, we decided. Oh, I need to change my member goals, yeah. But yeah, I don't know, chat. That's why I was thinking about Easter today. Because it's Easter. And I had a mate, his family's Christian, but I don't know if he is. So he knew more of the lore than I did. So I was you know, we rang this morning and we were talking, and I was like, oh yeah, I have no idea what the hell Easter is, honestly. But happy Easter, chat. When do the races start? We can start. When is the stream end? When I win a demo, get 4K kills. Unfortunately, I don't think that stream's ever happening. OG Roadrunner, welcome. Is it possible to ride along if you are doing a grand race? Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to snipe my lobby, yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to do something, and now I've forgotten. Damn it, chat, you made me forget. Anyone doing anything nice this Easter, chat? Other than eating Easter eggs and whatnot? I'm just looking forward to the fact that all of them are going to be on, like, extreme discount from now on. So I'm just going to enjoy picking up some incredibly cheap Easter eggs. Bro's in his Grand Race arc? Absolutely. There was a big shift that happened when I realized, hang on a minute, if I want to be a content creator for this game, I'm going to have to suck it up and get good at Grand Race. Because everyone likes Grand Race. Alright, bro, you've been streaming for 3 minutes already. Why haven't you won yet, God Gamer? Damn. Grand Race betting. Shouting at my neighbor. Sounds fun. Alright, since you said demo is easy, do stream ends when you get 12 kills. Ooh. I'm on vacation. Enjoy vacation. Also, I think I'm way too rusty. I am way too rusty at demo. To be honest, only Italian GR was fun yesterday. Yeah, I was busy yesterday, but I wish I did it yesterday. Yesterday actually seemed really fun. Rally Raid was unfortunate, but yesterday's Italian-only Grand Race actually seemed really enjoyable. Someone tell me if that comes up while I'm streaming right now. Because I might jump into that first. One time I accidentally met in a Grand Race. Oh, what, Tommy from Molly? Grand Race fell off after the beta. Grand Race fell off after I had consistent people to play it with. I drove every Italian car in every spec that there was. That's the thing, right? That's the thing that people keep missing. Is that it truly is diversity, the Grand Race restrictions. With the ghosting in Grand Races have gotten too laggy for me to play. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. Is Motorfest on old gen? Wait, is that a dumb question? Is Motorfest on PS4 and Xbox One S? It is? Yeah, no wonder. Yeah, okay. No wonder the game's lagging. Interesting, chat. Do you wonder if they'll ever split those player bases? Do you reckon they'll GTA us? Because I mean, look, how big can the game get? You know, how big can the game get before you have to start considering? At least it's not Forza, right? At least it's not Forza where you have to wait a bajillion hours because someone in your lobby's on console. To load, that is. You got viewers with PS4s? No, I'm aware, but I don't know that. You know what? That's why my head was like, no, it must be on old gen because people, you know, there's a viewer base. Sid, can you please make a vid when you talk about getting more BMWs and AMGs? I need them. I don't know, money. I've got a money method, I guess. Also, I'm fairly certain the custom mode is broken this week. It absolutely is broken. It gives you... The restriction for custom mode for some reason is Ferraris and BMWs. So, not like the Summit, not like the XP boost, pardon me. It's just for some reason BMWs and Ferraris. Based on nothing? You mean main stage? Yeah, well, oh, no, you're right. Yeah, I guess I do. The main stage The main stage configuration. Yeah. Same thing, yeah. I got it confused because I use the main stage config to grind the custom mode. Main stage? Chat, where's the main stage? How long is this race? Jesus Christ. Also, what has happened to 5 difficulty, chat? Can we talk about this for a second? Make 5 difficulty great again. I have, like... Any time I've ran 5 difficulty, I have been a bajillion miles ahead. This GR looks really good. Yeah, I'll get into it, okay? I said the stream ends when I win one. I didn't say I gotta do one. Chat, this is how I get a 24-hour stream. I just never actually do the Grand Race. There's main stains all over my t-shirt. Chat, the bad ones. You know what? This month is a main stain. Reused vanity item that was free a couple weeks ago. 5 weeks instead of 4 weeks. A random car selection week, which, I don't know, maybe people like Koenigsegg though. A bike theme when bike's bad still. and the big hype thing, the jet, is right at the very end, which I get it. Now, to be fair, that one's not a negative, but it's unfortunate. Takes too long for vehicles to switch on the Crew 2 on my year-old PS4. I remember I did a video that was Crew 2 PS4 versus PS5, and people in the comments dogged on me. They were like, this is the most biased thing, whatever. Because apparently my PS4 is just way worse than everyone else's. My PS4, for some reason, would take like tens of seconds longer to do simple tasks. And then everyone was like, this is such a hit piece, I can't believe you're saying that the PS4 is that bad on the Crew 2. But mine was. Was your PS4 like half dead? It was like a 1 year anniversary PS4. Meaning it was like at the time at least like 4 years old, 5 years old, something. Like it was one of the first like white PS4s or whatever. See, yeah, my PS4 was second hand though. Or was it your PS5 that stopped working? I don't remember anything stopping working. I had PS4s that stopped working before. Do you like F1, Sid? Do I like F1? I have mates who like F1. You know, I don't keep up with it myself, but I hear about it, you know, and I know the big stuff, I guess. You got a white PS4? PS4. Yeah, somebody probably sold it for a reason. It was a good PS4. It was a good PS4. When I bought it, it was good. I didn't realize just how slow it was on the Crew 2. Let me actually, you know what? Let me actually bring this up. Because people were genuinely upset that I made the PS4 look bad. But, like, what did you want me to do? Change the test? SidWaj PS4 verse 5. Here you go. The ultimate load times, yada yada, whatever. What's going on? My name is Sid, and I'm on PS4 at the moment. And, oh, look at the... Okay, that's my browser. Sid, and I'm on PS4 at the moment. See, chat? And PS4 is so bad, it lags my browser, chat. Okay, because I probably shouldn't have started it like that. Okay, in everyone else's defense, I probably shouldn't have started it going, the state of that. For everyone who owns a PS4, I probably shouldn't have started it going, ew, whoa, Roadrunner, thank you so much for the gifted sub. I will put together some member goals right now. Let me put together some member goals, member and sub goals. But yeah, okay. Where's the actual comparison? Let's teleport to somewhere with, here you go. Where it'll be a bit more noticeable. Here's the comparison. To be fair, put in the more... This is PS4 versus PS5. Footage by SidWaj, yeah, in case someone was going to steal my rinky-dink footage. Still going. Oh, and... To be fair, it's not that far behind. And then I pause there, and... Okay. Paused. Oh, wait, I'm not actually into the continue menu yet. "30 seconds till Italian gone." Oh, is it really? Oh, I'll get it next time then. Jesus Christ. Come on! There we go, and now to load into the actual game. Horrific! Okay, and then I think I like teleport on both of them. Okay, to be fair, PS5 was taking a bloody while as well. But like, I remember I thought this was normal. But then everyone was like, no, your PS4 is actually horrible. You know the best bit? I'm still loading into the map. No wonder people were upset. There we go. My word. That genuinely took how much longer? That genuinely might have taken like 40 seconds longer there. 30, 40 seconds longer. No, but you know what the worst thing about this was, right? And something that a lot of people don't really talk about is that the crew's physics are tied to the FPS. You may have heard of something like this before, like it happened in Fallout 76 where the physics were tied to the FPS and people wanted to uncap their FPS, but what ended up happening was because the physics are tied to it, they would end up going a bajillion miles an hour and have super speed. So, what this ended up doing is PS4 versus PS5 actually made my car slower. Like, I genuinely would... Here you go. A drag race between the exact same car, because obviously there's cross-platform progression. Cross-gen progression. I got it on eBay, alright, chat. I got this PS4 on eBay, and it was good when I got it. Oh, video, hello. This guy 100%ed Lego Batman. Need AI frames on crew on PC. Yeah, what is that? Okay, hopefully we do get that. I still want to get a PS5 Pro at some point, but like, do I want to spend the £700? Here we go. So I line up at the exact same spot, exact same car, exact same parts, drag racing. And look at the difference. I nitro at the exact same spot as well. There you go. I nitro when I get to that intersection. Nitro when I get to that intersection here. Oh, no. I think I nitro when I get to a certain speed. Nitro there at like 210-ish. Nitro there at like 210-ish. In fact, I nitroed earlier on PS4. And I'm at the end of the road... There, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. 8-second difference on a drag race. 8-second difference on like a 30-second, 1-minute route. Insane. Which means people who play on PS4 Crew Motorfest like current day actively do go slower if their PS4 is worse than someone playing Motorfest on the highest of high-end PCs. They were long Mississippis? Maybe I Mississippi too long, chat, you know? Oh, right, yeah, okay, member goals. Chat, how member goals? Especially for a Grand Race stream. Deactivate this one. I need to make new ones for this. 1 member, you end the stream. Yeah, maybe that's what we do, chat. Okay, here we go. First Grand Race of the night, chat. First Grand Race of the night. Five subs, GR, but chat chooses car. 10 subs, longest race. 20 subs, Sid dances for 2 minutes. You had me there in the first half. How the hell do my member goals look now? Oh, there we go, okay. I love what I've done with this Ferrari. 20 subs, slowest car? Sounds torturous. See, I feel like, to be fair, I have not done the longest race in any custom mode yet. But it would be kind of nice to start speedrunning the longest race. Oh, well, not even the longest race, sorry. Speedrunning, what's the good one that's also long? What's it called? Maui Scenic Tour or whatever? I swear you used to randomly hit the floss on stream. I did not. I did that once. Did that once. Okay, 5. GR with chat cars. 10. Was it one of them was like, you guys get to fully re-customize one of my cars, right? I think some of them are still ruined because of that. I've been watching you for years. Watching me from where? They've always been ruined. Oi! Take that back! Take that back! Livery looks better in yellow, not gonna lie. Ah, it's Ferrari! You know, it's Ferrari! Do you have Uno? It comes free with your PS? Probably not. I have 1.5. What's the coolest car to buy? Whatever car gives you more content and gameplay to buy other cars and get other cars. Who the hell is in the Ford Raptor truck? Okay, yeah, great. Nice. I love when my car's wheels do touch the ground. What the hell are these guys in bikes? Chat, this isn't going to be a first race win at all. Ah! First rage quit of the night, chat. First rage quit of the night. First rage quit of the night. There's no other iconic races in this game, man. Like, in the Crew 2, there was beating Tio, beating Luttrell, and New York. In this game, I guess there's the Hawaii scenic whatever. And then that's it. There's no other unique races. Or like iconic races. That are like enjoyable. Like Liberty Territory, who the goddamn cares? That's not how English. About someone playing Liberty Territory. Thank you for being a YouTuber. I look forward to seeing your videos every day. I appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to do that. True Sigmas use the Raptor? No, valid. Do you want the LFA or the SVJ more? The LFA, because at least the LFA is new and not just... Is the SVJ the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, okay. The LFA would actually be a new car instead of just being an Aventador with a silly mustache and the back of a Veneno. Did any of you guys get the 300k credits for the Baby Oldtimer duplicate in the Motorfest main stage? I mean, yeah, if you owned the vehicle, you would get it, which means you get it twice. I was thinking about that, chat. I was thinking, do I make a video talking about Militia's video? Because it'd be kind of tit for tat. Every now and then I talk about some drama like, oh, the gamers are mad at this, and then, you know, the rest will start talking about it. I was like, do I make a video talking about Militia's video? And then I was like, no, I don't really care enough. But I was thinking about it though. The whole, like, being upset about the Coupe Baby being reused right after it was in a Crew 2 Summit. Chat, this is about to be the stupidest cars you've ever seen. This thing's sick, actually. Because, I don't know, if you're new to the game, 600k ain't bad. Can you share the FXXK paint job? It ain't my paint job. It's, someone else's. No! I was going in an even uglier car. Make a spending spree vid? What would I spend on? What would I spend on? A spending spree vid would begin with me buying parts recalibrations and end with me buying parts recalibrations. I could spend it all on spare parts. I could look for things to spend it on and then spend it all on spare. I wonder how much I would spend if I bought every customization part on every car in the game. Oh, also, interestingly, I noticed there was a bunch of moments where Militia sort of just lacked game knowledge, which I don't know. I like the Twitch car, what's it called? GP Explorer? He called that a Twitch car and said it needs to rerun. But none of those things are really true. The game says it's a Twitch car, yes, but it's known that that car was from a giveaway that they did with only 300 people in specific countries at the beginning of the game, and they just labeled it Twitch a couple updates ago. So it's not meant to rerun, it's meant to run for the first time. And it likely hasn't ran because of some kind of licensing whatever. And licensing things are normally up to 4 years. Which I don't know. I'm not saying this is like some big call out. I was just interested because, like, I don't know. Look, I'm definitely less of a knowledgeable kind of player normally. I have knowledgeable stuff on my channel, but a lot of it is me pissing about having fun. So it was interesting to watch a video, and you know, I've definitely had videos where I've not had knowledge or had the wrong knowledge. But it's normally people like Militia who it's compared to as the knowledgeable ones. And he said the summit was competitive, and I didn't know what to think about that one. I think that's the bit where I was like, I don't want to make a video responding to this video, because I wouldn't. If I have to respond to something like the Crew 2 summit is competitive, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. Without it just being like a smash cut zoom into my face going. I don't know. Look, I don't mean this to have a big go at the guy. I'm specifically just talking about the stuff that was in that video. What is Bro's car selection? Bro's car selection is in second place, alright? You want to check yourself? That's what Bro's car selection is. How the hell am I in second place? Wait! Chat! Why am I in second place? I can't win this race with these cars. I can't. Okay, no, this thing is garbage. Holy hell, I have wasted all my NOS now. Just to stay in slip, I've got no more NOS left. This thing is so stiff! Okay, alright, yep, chat, I'm actually gonna, no, okay, good. You know what, good. Because I shouldn't have won. I shouldn't have won with this vehicle selection. It is annoying, though, that I'm now going to lose because I've not got pro settings on this thing. It's not a great car. It's incredibly stiff. I'm not knowledgeable enough of a player to drive this thing well. Damn. Tesseract from GTA. Tesseract from Marvel. He's right behind me, isn't he? I thought you were driving the Dodge Tomahawk. This is so annoying. They're going to get away because I'm in a piece of garbage. How was I second place in the Silverado? Look at that. It's just not curb riding. Okay, time to give up curb riding. My word. Are they spinning out? Are they spinning out? Are they spinning out? Are they spinning out? Curb ride, please! Acknowledge that the curbs are there at least. Why are you not locking in right now? Yeah, sure. Well, to be honest, it's because I don't want the stream to end right now. I'm not winning this. I will try to, but there is no chance I'm winning this one. Of all of them, this isn't the one I'm winning. I don't even remember what I'm in for the final segment. Street tier 2? Oh no, I know what I'm in. So chat, this is most definitely not a win. Yep, okay. Alright. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. God damn it, man. But I guess the Silverado is the strat, chat. Here was me going, oh, I only go meta cards in the start. Never mind, chat. The meta card in the start is the Silverado. How am I still keeping? No, okay, this thing sucks. It turns with its front in a weird way. In a weird way that it doesn't feel like other cars in the game do. God damn it, man. I was doing so good. Okay, if I... Oh, I'm not even gonna get podium because someone's caught up to me. No. Also, chat, I will not be accepting any throws this stream. If someone's ahead of me and then they stop to give me the win, I will not be accepting that. I have to win fair and square. Asterix, I will accept a throw if we've been streaming for 5 hours. I could probably make this thing work, honestly. I could make it work. Especially given I'm maintaining my position at the moment. There we go. That was not a bad Grand Race. So it's rigged. That Lambo was made with eyes closed, I think. Don't win, Sid. We don't like when you end the stream. Chat, if I end. Sid fell off, he's fading. SidWaj is fading. Fading fast. Jackson Storm goes up the inside. Or whatever the quote of that movie is. McQueen is fading! Fading fast! Chat, that was Cars 3 by SidWaj. The handwritten logo, glad it's gone. Which one? Turbo Motorsport, welcome. I like the depressing background. Who remembers the grayish camera? Who remembers the, like, grayish camera? Wait, what do you mean? Depressing background? Do I have a depressing background? The blacks and the grays are a bit... It's like I could have gone with any kind of color. But I did think it was... I thought it was quite cool when I did the whole two-tone bedroom chat. You know? I thought that was pretty cool. The whole... Like, this wall is white, and it's the office and the studio. I've got the little window room here. And then I got the silver for the podcast bit, and then I got the black for the bedroom. Your handwritten SidWaj logo. Used it before you had 1K. Oh yeah. And also it was like really pixelated because I thought that would be cool for some reason. The handwritten SidWaj logo. God, that was... You know what, I was actually... It's a funny thing you bring that up. I was considering today or yesterday, chat, I was considering doing the dreaded YouTuber thing. The dreaded YouTuber thing, chat. Back when you used Pixela. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, Swab. Oh, Swab, I'm gonna break your little heart. Is there anything I don't want revealed here? No. I do indeed still use Pixela. It's just good. I have Photoshop. I own Photoshop. I'm paying for Photoshop like an idiot. And yet I still use the free browser image editing software. It's because I don't want to learn Photoshop. Because that shit takes time, and the time I'm learning Photoshop is the time I'm not using Photoshop. You know? Just use Photoshop. I know! I know! I know! Your setup's good now, but in TC2 vids. Yeah, I mean, old Crew 2 vids. Oof. Okay, right. I didn't even say what I was considering. I was considering a while ago, chat. You guys know my SW logo at the moment. You know it. But I was considering, for a while, yesterday, and I've considered it before, changing my profile picture to just a generic, like, brandable headshot. Just a generic, brandable, like, studio-taken, like, photo of me. Look, chat, we gotta be honest. The SW with the 2 white, like, rings around it have never been, like, a real brandable thing. I have never cared for SidWaj branding. I have cared so much for every other bit of branding I have. The talk show, even Brickwaj. The SidWaj branding has never been something crazy, so I've been considering changing to just a generic YouTuber branding. And I feel like at some point, I'd kinda have to. That'd move for a clips channel, but not main? Yeah, maybe. Maybe for a clips channel, yeah. Where I do content that isn't just this, but I don't know though, man. I don't know. The SW just means nothing to me, chat. It truly doesn't. Like, I sometimes forget that that's my logo. I have to put my logo in like businessy things. And I'm like, what the hell do I put it as? So at the moment, it's just the SW, but I write SidWaj next to it in like a completely different font. One of these days, I'll cave, chat. One of these days, I'll keep thinking about it, and I'll cave. When you divert towards actual car content? Yeah, I guess. Well, that's what the talk show's for, and I like the talk show branding, you know? I love the talk show branding. But there's no oomph. There's no oomph with the SW. You are the SW, yeah. But if I'm the SW, then it shouldn't be no difference if the profile picture's me. It depends what the mugshot PFP looks like. Do you have a concept? Not the one that's my current Discord. And every social media currently. Not that one, because that one's a bit too... Like, close up it works. From afar, you could barely tell what that image is. I'm thinking like Ethan Bazingas. Kind of. That one's too LinkedIn? Yeah, no, truly. It's a good one for my socials, it's not a good one for YouTube. But like, I don't know. I guess I'd have to think about it. I feel like I have the, like, you know what? The other day on Reddit, I saw someone do like a racing game YouTuber tier list. And I saw that I was on there. And I saw that mine was the SW logo. And I saw it and I almost cringed in myself. Like, oh, that's my branding? Just an SW? In like blocky-ish, in like tall, sophisticated text? With just 2 white circles around it? That was just a remaster of my hand-drawn? When I liked that font before? I even considered changing the font. I considered talking my logo, basically, right? That's what I was also kind of in the thinking of. Using the talk font. Still the same black background. Still the same, like, white rings around it. Maybe just one white ring instead. But then using the talk font, but in white with a blacked out center. That was also in consideration. Change my name? I can't change my name. SidWaj just works way too well. Except for the fact that no one knows how to goddamn pronounce it. SidWaj? SidWaj! SidWaj! Oh my god, is that the real SidWaj? This is a sick looking car, by the way. What the hell? This livery goes so hard. I love a good NASCAR build. But yeah, although the fact that my name is completely unpronounceable to like half of the world for some reason, that my actually I need to re-update it. That my like bio is how to pronounce it. Is that the real SidWaj? But you know what I do like about my name? You know what I actually do like about my name? Names that have that change like not a grammatical, but what's the term for like full stops, capital letters, that kind of stuff? SidWaj. It is pronounced like that, so yeah. What's the term for that? Like full stops, apostrophes, capital letters, that kind of stuff. Names that change spelling convention, right? Like how iPhone is a lowercase I but a capital P, the second letter being a P. Or Mc names like Mc Connor, right? Have a capital M but and a capital C. Like names like that, I enjoy. And I like how my name is Sid, capital S, capital W, Waj. McWaj. A Siddle's McWaj reference? Punctuation? I guess it's punctuation, but like, I don't know if capital letters counts into punctuation. But yeah, I like names and brands that change spelling convention. And mine is that, where the S and the W are capital. S1DW4J. You know what sucks, chat? Speaking of putting numbers into my name, there's a number plate that is perfect for my name, and I can't get it because some guy has it on a Suzuki Jimny. If you don't know, in the UK, most number plates have to be in the spelling convention, letter, number, 3 letters. And there is a number plate out there which is S10Waj, which is so perfect for SidWaj, with the 1 being an I and the 0 being a D, and then just WAJ at the end. Someone has S10Waj, and I can never get that number plate because he stuck it on a green Suzuki Jimny, and I have no way of figuring out who the hell that is. But it works so well. Let me bring it up actually, because I have the UK number plate font. Here you go, right? That would be the perfect number plate. It would be so perfect, and there's no other number plate that works. Not a single other number plate that works. If I wanted another number plate, it would just have to be like, kind of like what Shmee does, where it's SWaj, but like just some number in the middle. I can't do the A is a 4 chat because of the UK number plate convention. It has to be this format. And there's no other number plate that works for me, unfortunately. So you're cruising in Street Tier 2? Indeed, man. AA55 hole. That doesn't even... What do you think the jet would be, a summit reward or something you just buy in the shop? And if so, how much would you think it would cost? Well, it won't be a summit reward because we know what the summit reward is. What if the jet is Elite Bundle? I didn't think about that. What if the jet is an Elite Bundle vehicle? But Elite Bundles have been hypercars, so I don't know. AGP Star Chat, this can only go well. I bet the jet will be 1 mil. If the jet is in a generic spec, it would make sense if it's really expensive. Red Bull Bundle, Water Bike and Jet. Water Bike we know is the playlist reward. Is it? It is a difference. They know the SW. They won't know the police station mugshot. If anything, remaster the SW, not getting arrested for that. Look, it wouldn't be like a mugshot. It would be like a professional headshot. I'd be smiling and doing a whole. You know, I'd be doing all a big ol', you know, look, chat, I would literally just be doing a, you know, I feel like that's just what I want my brand to be. Okay, what cars are we using? Let's go sort by mileage, man. Let's go sort by mileage. I love going sort by mileage. The MC12, or whatever that was, is my lowest driven. And the Zonda F. Yeah, what I'm likely to do is just put it in the Torque naming convention. So let me find the Torque logos. So imagine... Am I going to find it in time? I'm not. Did I update it recently? Where's that file? Whatever, I'll show you in a bit. Stop. I thought my screen was frozen. Okay, chat. This one's the one I'm gonna win, by the way. I hope you get ready. Ah! Get ready for sad goodbyes, chat, because this is the one I'm about to win. I'm so lucky I survived that little bump there and it didn't send me miles off. Nice, yeah, no, that went really well, actually. Oh, maybe it did. Who's coming up behind me? Get out of the way! Get out of the way! I had such pace! That was the pace I could have taken to the win! What route is this? Do I recognize this route? Oh, thank you. How polite. You know, Chess, sometimes you get plowed in the back and you think, you know what? This was for my benefit. Like that. Ugh. Clipped. No! Stop! 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 What the hell? What are you ramming me for? Okay, Jesus Christ. How much did that guy ahead of me want to brake? He ended up brake checking me on a turn you can make absolutely flat out. Brakes, people! Brakes! Me talking about an interrogator. Oh, come on! I was like halfway through the turn when I remembered what turn it was. Thank you. I'm actually getting... You know what? It absolutely makes sense I have no mileage in this car. I'm driving it right now, and I do not remember ever touching this car in this game. Do I have any miles on it, actually? This might be the first time I'm ever driving this car in the Crew Motorfest. Okay, I'm not gonna win this. But, like, I'll come pretty high for using my lowest mileage cars. I mean, you could technically argue I'm contesting for podium here, but you really couldn't. This guy's gonna... Yep, saw it coming. How is he still up here? Driving like that, how is that guy still up here? At, like, 4th, 5th place. Like, what? Shit, and people, like, complain. People are like, I'm just not good at Grand Race, you know? Have you seen how that guy's driving? And he's in 5th place. What in the crew is that, Nitro Sids? I don't know, like blue electricity or something. Chat, I'm locked in, man. I'm enjoying driving this car, but it understeers way too much. Okay, you're gonna have to get timed out, unfortunately. I saw your Fast and Furious vid, and I thought it would have been the best playlist out. I appreciate it. I'm glad people enjoyed that Fast and Furious video. Like, people genuinely were like, oh, that was a... Like, this would be a cool concept. I want to do more videos like that. Playlist concepts. I don't really know how to package them at the moment, though. Oh, nice. That was so good. This thing is... I don't know how to describe this thing's handling. It feels like it handles like a Crew 2 touring car. Post-update. Do I hear... I do. Jesus Christ, that is a loud engine sound. Okay, I suck at the video game. God damn it. I would have been contesting for podium right now if I hadn't done that. Oh, there's another route. This better not be a holding R2 simulator route. I need to get a feel for this car. God! My feeling says brake more. I need to remember to over-brake. Too many of the meta cars have insane brakes. I need to remember that if I'm in a car where I don't know how it feels, over-brake because it probably doesn't brake. Mr. Streamer watched? I'm not washed. I'm not washed. I'm not. NFS movie playlist? NFS movie playlist would actually be pretty fun. But I'd probably do one of the NFS games first. What color Alpine do I want? What, as in like in real life? You know what's up? That's a fascinating question because literally this morning I was looking at a blue Alpine and I was like, do I want a basic blue Alpine? I saw a bunch of Alpines with liveries on and I was like, you know what, the Alpine does look really nice with a livery. But I don't think I could. I would, if I got a regular Alpine, I'd probably just get it the basic blue. If I got a Alpine A110R, which I don't think I'm ever gonna get that because, look, I do well for myself. I also do well in the fact of, like, I don't like spending stupid money. I don't think I would bother spending the money that is an A110R when I could just get an A110. So I would get... But, say I had a bajillion pounds. Enough that it was like, okay, an A110R is a negligible purchase. Right? Because that's the only reason I haven't gotten an A110 yet, is I'm like, I want to buy this where it actually makes sense, and I don't have to, like, think and worry about buying it. I can just buy it, and it's like a fraction of my... It's like it's not gonna, like, hurt. Is why I haven't bought a base A110 yet. But, like, with the A110R, for me, it's like, I'd probably get that in black. Hang on. Regular A110. Blue, no question, right? Blue, no question. The best color for the A110. A110R would absolutely be black. Because the A110R looks lovely black. Look at it. Oh. A110R in orange? Well, no, see, the only reason I wouldn't get it in any other color is because... Okay, that does look really nice. Is because I don't like carbon fiber. And I don't like when the hood is separately carbon fiber. So I would probably... So just for that reason alone, I'd get a black A110 because I don't... Yeah, I've already explained it. Oh, no! What's my second dream car? My dream garage is an A110R. My girlfriend would have an Abarth 595. So one of the, like, the sporty ones. One of these. And then my other car, my daily for when I'm a dad with 2 young ones, would be some kind of good wagon. Some kind of, like, interesting wagon, and the most likely one that I want is an Evo wagon. So it'd be Evo wagon, A110, and then my girlfriend would have an Abarth 595. Which originally was an a Fiat 500, but, you know, we girl boss gaslight and gatekeep into convincing her that instead of a Fiat 500, she wanted an Abarth 590. What? What in the I'm not coming in behind you again, old man, was that? That was criminal! Criminal! No, I wouldn't get a modern wagon. I wouldn't get a modern BMW wagon. I wouldn't get an RS6 Avant. I wouldn't get, like, a... What's other modern wagons? I'd get a unique wagon. Like the Aston Martin wagon, the Dodge wagon, again, the Evo wagon, the Stagia. I wouldn't want to get a Stagia because Theo already has a Stagia, and you know, I can't be another racing game content creator with a Stagia, you know. I would have gotten a Panamera. Panamera was up there, but Theo has a Panamera. Peugeot wagon. Peugeot wagons, the new ones are actually quite nice, to be fair. I want something that's already stood the test of time, because that proves that it will stand the test of time. Like, new Peugeot wagons are really cool. They are. I like them. Especially, like, sport models. But something like the Evo wagon looks good today, right? Meaning, it's gonna keep looking good tomorrow. E63 wagon? What's that? C63 wagon. To be fair, I just don't care for... I don't much care for the generic German crowd, alright? I just don't. I don't care much for Audis. I don't care much for Beamers. I don't care much for... What's the other one? Mercedes, alright? I just don't. I can understand if you do, but I just don't. Like, there's this really funny image, which is, like, Mercedes' full current lineup, and it's literally the exact... Until the front windshield, it is the exact same car. And then after the front windshield, each one just has a slightly different shape. Like, one's a hatch, one's a sedan, one's a crossover, one's a whatever. Mercedes sell one car, and then the G-Wagon. Don't even get me started on Audi. Alright. Ah! What the hell? What the hell was that? The Kia Stinger's an interesting one. Kia Stinger seems to be like the modern day classic, right? Audi. I love when people say Audi because it's the silliest thing in the world. So then I say it ironically, but it's one of those things where, you know, you say it ironically enough to the point where when is it not ironic anymore? I love saying Audi though. And the other occasional mispronunciations or just different pronunciations of car brands, like Nissan, right? Hyundai. Can you also have your town to add houses one day in Motorfest? Would we ever get houses? I don't know if we would, man. I don't know if we would. Kia Stinger looks clean. Yeah, Kia Stinger really is like a modern day classic at the moment. Nissan Juke, disgusting. But I just would love like an old school nice wagon. An old school wagon that I put a lovely engine inside of it, and then when I'm picking my kids up from school, I'm either in an Alpine A110 or I'm in an Evo wagon with a beefy engine in it, and then my kids can be like, "Oh, yo, dad, quick, dad, hit the And then, chat, I'll be the cool dad. So then, when I'm like, you can't do this, kids. They'll be like, all right, the cool dad said it. I guess we'll listen. Sid, imagine Vantage wagon. I mean, there is an Aston Martin wagon. Technically, it's a shooting brake. Actually, it's a shooting brake. There's an Aston Martin wagon. How do you feel about Ubisoft Connect retiring after May 8? Wait, what's that? Ubisoft Connect retiring? Isn't that where you get all your like stats and stuff for games? SidWaj, Fiat Punto Renault Twingo Ford KA. Ooh. Wait, which way am I supposed to go? Not wherever the hell not whatever the hell I just did there. Jesus Christ, man. That was shameful. Holy hell. What a shoddy show that was from me. My word. Chat, what's your dream garage? 2 cars dream garage. Mine is easily Evo Wagon A110. Evo Wagon, and I customize the Evo Wagon. And then I probably daily the A110, but then I'll utility the Evo Wagon. Civic Type R97? Ooh. Some old Civics are quite nice. There's a Civic wagon as well, as far as I remember. Some of the Civic wagons are quite interesting. How TF do I get a 2-car dream garage if I am myself a car? That is true. Ah, what the hell? Ah! What the fuck? I did not just get rammed in a plane segment. What the hell? But yeah, there's a Civic wagon. That thing's pretty cool as well. I just love wagons that shouldn't be wagons. Those kind of cars, I love them. I love them. Pickup trucks that shouldn't be pickup trucks. Utes that shouldn't be utes. SidWaj? I got rammed mid-air. Plane, PLP50 and Unimog. Volvo 850 and RS6 GT. Still washed? I'm not washed! I'm not washed! Unless if we mean the clean variety, in which case I did wash. No Sid washed. Nissan 400R. 400R. Nissan 400R. Nissan R34 Z2. Someone's a Nissan fan. And GR Yaris. Ooh. I know why I'm obsessed with caravans. Huh. I think about that every now and then. You know what, chat? Every now and then, I get the urge, chat. I get the urge to buy a Volkswagen ID Buzz, get a Starlink or whatever that thing's called, and make videos from my ID Buzz while traveling the world. Chat, every now and then. The male urge, chat, as they say. Well, the male urge to live out of an ID Buzz with my girlfriend and go with a Starlink and make videos on the road. See, chat, but how cool would that be if every SidWaj video, there's just a different landscape behind me? I do think that'd be pretty cool. But then again, the ID Buzz is EV, so I'd have to be close to, like, EV stations, so I couldn't really go, you know, really far out places. But I do love the ID Buzz. The ID Buzz, such a good car. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's Volkswagen's, like, combi replacement, but EV. Did you watch Not Very Grand Tour? I heard about it. I might watch it, but I don't know. I'm quite enjoying using my low mileage cars. I know I'm not winning, but like I'm enjoying doing it. I'll decide to start winning when I start winning, chat. Realistically, I'm like Plastic Man, chat. I'm actually like an omnipotent, can easily beast in the Crew Motorfest being, but I just withhold myself by being slow. also, right, people complain about bike segments and drift segments in GR. That really is just like a playstyle difference. Self-nerf, exactly. The Nismo 400R is a special R33 with customization RB26 engine. Whoa. And a lot of other upgrades. Whoa. See, stuff like that, though, when I ask stuff like dream car, I've talked about this a bunch. Stuff like dream cars confuse me sometimes, because if I ask someone their dream car, and they go, oh, the person in first finished already? What the hell? They go, oh, my dream car's the Bugatti, whatever, the Koenigsegg, whatever. And I don't know. Perhaps I'm old and a buzzkill, but I always think dream cars should be something plausible and realistic. No way, Sid, you are more shit than ever. The New York sewer system. The Crew Motorfest better than Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon, Need for Speed, and Test Drive Solo Crown. Damn. Big claim, big claim. But maybe, yeah, maybe that's just like a go away, grandpa, you know? Maybe that's just like a, look, let us enjoy what we enjoy, you know? But I do often not care much for, yeah, just unrealistic dream cars. Tell me if the music's like too loud or too quiet. Just get a Pagani up, the Pagani Utopia. Of course, mine is extremely realistic. Civic Type R97, exactly, right? Like the Alpine A110 is like a goal car for me. Both my dream cars are doable within like 60 grand. The Evo is about 30, the Alpine A110 is about 30. That's why I want a Lotus Esprit Turbo. Ooh. Sid Mansory made a Motorfest car. Oh, they did the Revuelto? Interesting. Maybe I do a concept Mansory playlist, chat, with the Revuelto. Hang on, I need to see this Mansory Revuelto. Oh, it's not as ugly as it could be. It's not as ugly as it could be. It's not great, but it's not as ugly as it could be, you know. There we go. Let me tweet it. Oh wait, am I in a Grand Race lobby? Have I already selected my lowest mileage? Lowest mileage in motocross. Like, what am I even doing? What does it matter? Oh, for God's sake. And I didn't even get a lot of mileage in my drift car that I'm still gonna have to use next. Mansory did Revuelto. I'm sold. Give them a playlist. At the Crew game. I'll catch up, I'll catch up. I'll catch up. Don't worry, chat. I'll catch up. Look, this is going to be my I suck at driving moment. I stood still for 2 seconds and still won the Grand Race. Or whatever. Do I have the Veneno? I've got every car in the game. I would actually love a Mansory playlist. I know I think their cars are incredibly ugly. I would actually love a Mansory playlist. Because I think their cars are incredibly ugly. 1 or 2 Mansorys wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. You know? I've probably asked this before, chat. But what customizers should get a playlist? We've had Liberty Walk. Would you count Hoonigan as a customizer? But we've had collabs with Ring Brothers, who have gotten their own main stage legacy. Yanamizer's gotten his own main stage legacy. Like, what customizers should get a playlist? Because I think Mansory's on the top of my list, I gotta be honest. RWB? Okay, RWB, sure. You know what you do, chat? You know what you do? You do a Porsche Volume 2, and you make it an RWB playlist. You know? You call it Porsche 2, the RWB Strikes Back. You know? Interestingly enough, right, with RWB, we already have an RWB in-game. You could use the Scotto Porsche. Because that's an RWB car. So we'd already have one. We'd only need, like, what, 2 more? Okay, but to be fair, though, if we got something like... If we got something like Mansory, there'd be a whole lot more diversity. 40 months? 40 months? Welcome to the stream, Josh. 40 months? Chat, I've known this guy too long. I've known this guy too long. A roof playlist would go hard. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, I wouldn't mind a rough playlist, roof playlist, whatever. Need for Speed playlist with NFS Legends cars. Veilside, Rocket Bunny, Brabus. I see people ask for Brabus a lot. The thing, yeah, so the thing about RWB is RWB would not give a lot of variety. What, we'd get 2 more Porsches? But with Mansory, we could get anything. We could get a goddamn Rolls Royce with Mansory, you know? My roof does need a playlist. No way, chat. Josh's roof playlist. 17th? What in the skill issue? I AFK'd. I AFK'd at the start, okay? Liberty Walk Volume 2 with the F40, Mura, Sylvia. How many playlists have a Liberty? That would be a third. That would be a third Liberty Walk playlist. Oh, sorry, a Liberty Walk reward playlist, you know? But yeah, if we're gonna get the F40, it would be worth another playlist. I just wish they did playlists more often, and I just wish they didn't care about the updates theme, right? I wish they could do playlists that were, like, vaguely connected to the updates theme, instead of, like, must be directly connected, you know? Like, playlists should be like the way Netflix does their marketing or whatnot. It should just be, you know, you're chilling, and then bada bing, bada boom, another playlist. Oh, they've started advertising. Whoa, surprise new playlist. Oh, this one's getting a sequel. Oh, this new playlist. Whatever, whatever. The MSL, as much as I appreciate the MSL, it's not active, you know? They don't even put the main stage legacy in the weekly article. Right? Initial D playlist? I prefer RWB as a Summit Platinum car than a full playlist. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Oh, yeah, no, you know what? RWB make a much better main stage, and then a main stage legacy. With one new car, and that's it. I wonder, chat. Do you think they tried to get RWB in the customizers playlist? What if the Taken Thunder edition was supposed to be an RWB? Huh. Because every other week, every other month, that update had like a customizer. Obviously, the first one was Lowrider v Donk, so that one didn't have a customizer. But then it was Ring Brothers with a Charger. Then it was, and the final one was KRC Japan with a Sylvia. But then there was a Porsche selection with a Taken for some reason. Oh, but that was the Yanamize one, wasn't it? No, never mind. Never mind, chat. That was the Yanamize month. I think. Am I getting it completely wrong? To be honest, any playlist would be fine. Just give me the new wheels and... Oh, yeah. I'm baffled that we still don't have rim material and color customization. customization still needs an overhaul. I remember when they teased rims in the Lowrider v Donk update, and then we didn't actually get anything to do with new rims. What car would you like in Motorfest? Obviously A110, but what else? The A110 old school one. The A290 concept. The A290 production. Not the SUV. Not the weird concept Le Mans thing. Okay, but if I was to be serious, an actual other car... The Evo Wagon, I guess. The Evo Wagon. Retro Racers playlist, aka Vintage Garage Vol 2. Yeah. I'll throw in like an old school F1 car in there. Take my money, you know? Take my money. Or take my time, I guess. Take my game time. Take my patronage. Wait, no, that's money again. Sid, what brand, not Alpine, would you add? Lexus, but not for myself. For the views I'd get if they added Lexus, that's why. I'm turning on my conditioning check. It's interesting how dead everything looks on Easter, chat. Everything's all quiet outside. The roads are empty. The shops are shut. There's magic in the air, as they say, chat. That cave is going to open up any minute now, chat. Oh, wait, is it? Oh, no collision. Oh, I don't care for no collision. Add more Liberty Walk cars? I mean, they've added more Liberty Walk cars. We've got the NSX. But obviously, people want the Ferrari. I reckon the Ferrari just costs a bajillion pounds. I'm going to be dead honest, chat. I think the Ferrari is just way too expensive. Does any game have the Liberty Walk Ferrari? You can't even put an engine sound on the Q... Yeah, the Q60 is insanely bad with, I mean, and they did, like, some weird restrictions on the... What was it? The old, Nismo. GTR Nismo. Forza Horizon 3 and Forza Motorsport 8 had it. But then it got removed. Okay, yeah. I think it's just an unlicensable car. I think it is just a pain in the ass unlicensable car. Then again, though, Ferrari disowned it recently. And what disowning a car means in licensing speak is Ferrari is saying the Ferrari F40 is no longer a Ferrari. So, it's no longer ours to deal with. So instead of having to go to Ferrari to license it, they can go directly to Liberty Walk to license it. They put it for adoption? Yeah. Essentially, it's like how... You know how in this game... Some cars are... Toyota Supra Liberty Walk Edition. BMW M4 Liberty Walk Edition. But then some cars are Liberty Walk McLaren 720S, Liberty Walk Nissan NSX. Don't you dare clip a single thing. Honda NSX. But yeah, like the whole point of like all of that is licensing. Essentially, the NSX and the No! The Honda NSX is different enough that they can go, oh, we're licensing this through Liberty Walk. This car has changed so much that you, Honda, McLaren, don't own the rights to it anymore. Oh, well, it's probably a percentage base. For the sake of brand relations, it's probably percentage based. I assume Liberty Walk own it more, so it's the Liberty Walk NSX, not the Honda NSX Liberty Walk Edition. You know? When is the Lambo Technica? It's so interesting still how the Lambo Technica was in the cinematic, the like TV spot for the game, and then nowhere else. Ah! Damn it. Check first-person Grand Race. First-person Grand Race feels so weird because the game is always trying to be like semi-realistic outside of most things. And then to have first-person Grand Race, it just feels so odd because the Grand Race is just such a goofy concept in this game. What car was the previous car? What, the one I was just in? I don't remember already, chat. And that probably says something about the state of my memory, so... GR Force first person would be crazy? That's what they should do. That's what the restrictions should be. Stuff like Force first person. I really enjoyed that Force first person summit. Oh yeah, and the Artura was in the, like, Goodwood stuff that I did. The launch party that they invited me to. And they said in their video, drive cars from Motorfest. Yeah, one of the cars was the Artura, which isn't in Motorfest. That's also true. Something, well, okay, no, look, I'm not here to single out militia all the goddamn time, alright? But in generally speaking, like, people would be very upset if there was a Force first-person Grand Race. Especially if it was collision on Force first-person Grand Race. First person feels really nice and easy. It truly does. The Motorfest is one of the best first person open world racing games. Did I make that video in the end? I didn't, did I? I said I would, and then I just never did. But like, Motorfest is the best first person racing game, or whatever. After they updated the mirrors. I need just like a list of videos that I never got around to. Sorry, that list would be way too long, never mind. Chat, I'll get around to putting that list together. I'm such an idiot. Completely deserved. Completely deserved. Completely deserved. Bro, collision just allow other people to ruin my driving skill? It's an arcade racer. Although there probably should be a competitive mode. I can't... If all of Grand Race went non-collision, I think that would be an active detriment to Grand Race as a game mode. It adds a whole... I mean, literally, the thing that SidWaj said in my stream with him, when I was like, how do you avoid people ramming you? And he was like, oh, it becomes a case of, like, predicting player ability. That's so fascinating to me, because that's a whole extra thing added on. That's a whole extra mechanic added on. To have to manage predicting player movements and like general audience movements, and how it differs when you're in a sweaty lobby versus a general lobby. I feel like Collision Grand Race, as much as yes, it could affect your skill, it could also be something where you might have to suck up. You need to gain more skill. Why did you not make more Reddit vids? Did it underperform? I don't know. I think the vibe just kind of heated off for Reddit vids. In the crew too, I could get away with stuff a lot more of just having fun and whatnot. In Motorfest, I really have to make a goddamn excuse for every goddamn video, or else, you know. I don't know, to get a bit deep with it. With Motorfest, it felt like there was a massive shift towards people being here for the game rather than being here for me. So I don't know. Reddit was just one of the casualties in that, you know? Reddit was just like, it's too me focused. Thus, you know? That is not a Liberty Walk car. Bone stock, and I put Liberty Walk on it. Welcome, D. Omri. Put the SidWaj A110 video on to the get around to it list. No, yeah, it should be. It should be. But yeah, hence no more Reddit videos really, because yeah, like I explained. It's a shame, but, you know, what can you do? Every time when you guys enter game, it's nighttime outside? What do you mean? Well, for me, it's still daytime. Reddit on SidWaj? If I did Reddit on SidWaj, it would go up unedited. Also, the more stuff I do on any other channel, the less stuff I do on the main channel. So the more I have to justify the stuff I'm doing on other channels. Ah! I need to smooth steer, Jesus. Yeah, that sucked from me. Look, I went too wide, and then I just had to go. There's no point in getting back to the road. Just go for the checkpoint, okay? That was heavy skill issue is what that was. Oh, first time you open the game, it's always nighttime. For me, no. You know what? It's because I always notice when it's nighttime. You are right that it feels like that. It's because I notice more when it's nighttime because I get annoyed by it. So I'm like, damn it, I just wanted to film some stuff. Wouldn't it be funny if this must just be me. I believe so. Pizza time. Pizza time. Chat, don't get me thinking about pizzas. I'm going to want to order a pizza. I'll do what OTR does, chat. Quick, someone donate so I can order a pizza. Chat, I discovered the magic that is pot noodles recently. Because I've been reading this book about willpower, which I've talked about before, many a time. And part of it is, you know, monitoring and stuff like that, and and using willpower in certain aspects of your life to improve it in other aspects. And so I was like, okay, what if I used food, right? What if I eat out way too much, I order food way too much, so what if I tried to cut down on that to, like, lock that in and then use that discipline and willpower management to aid in willpower in other places, just for the hell of it. So I've been really interested in, like, at the moment, I spend about £7 a day on food, which is pretty damn good. And the thing is, it's nothing to even do with being frugal. It's just like I was like, holy hell, I'm spending way too much on eating out. There was consistent days, chat, where I would spend like 20 to 30 upwards pounds on food a day. But now the most I spend on is like, my breakfast is like £2.50. My lunch is like £3. My dinner's like £3. My lunch is like £1 to £1.50. And my eating throughout the day is like, snacks is £1.50. Big backleap. Eat lunch. Indeed. I want to buy this game, but here in Brazil, the short money. Doesn't the game have whoa! Drive the opposite direction. Thank you for the $5 Australian. I need to turn the member goals on, man. I don't know what the member goal should be yet. Thank you so much for the $5, man. Could have bought 2 Alpine A110s by now. If you didn't do that, chat, I could have been a billionaire right now if I didn't spend that much on money. Drive the opposite direction, waj. You know what, chat? He did donate $5 Australian, chat, okay? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. And now we're the 17th? 17th? Wasn't I like 7th? Holy hell. Ow. Wasn't I like 7th? My word. 17? At least I got some extra mileage on this car. Where is the Elite Bundle? I don't know, but hasn't the Elite Bundle been in the 3rd month before? Or am I making that up, chat? I swear Elite Bundles have been in 3rd months of updates before. That's why, like, it's so weird to know when the Elite Bundle is going to be, because they have not dropped the Elite Bundle on a consistent time once yet. In the Crew 2, whoa! Why did you listen to me? Thank you for the extra $2 Aussie. Yeah, 3rd month? Yeah, it's been like 3rd month before. But it's been like, what, beginning of 3rd month, right? So we've still got time to wait. But in the Crew 2, it was known it would probably be near the end of the 2nd month every time consistently. Wow, the Elite Bundle in the Crew Motorfest has just been so inconsistent. Like the 2nd week of 3rd month? Exactly, yeah. Like, it's so weird. Rally Street 1 Hyper. My lowest mileage in this is about to be horrific. My lowest mileage cars are about to be terrible. Chat, maybe I bring back the old member goals. Hang on, let me bring back the old member goals. Whoa, thank you for another 5. From now on, you must say waj at the end of every sentence you say. Unfortunately, I fear that one might be a bit more than $5 Australian worth. I am not driving a Harley Davidson. Out of protest, I am not driving a bicycle. Sorry, motorcycle. If it's my lowest mileage car. There we go, chat. New member goals are incoming. Well, technically they're old member goals. There's no command. It cycles. It just drops it in chat every 15 minutes or so. Yeah, that's PTSD from Harley Davidson. Absolutely. Oh, wait. Why did I say it to every 15 minutes? It's supposed to be every 5 minutes. There we go. Ow! I've been here for a while, you can't get me out of here? Harley Davidson in the Crew 2 was horrible. And the fact that people genuinely believed Harley Davidson in the Crew 2 was the best event for money. Nice ramming? What, me? I haven't rammed a soul yet. But never say never. This week's summit is garbage. The reward, a Twitch drop. Yeah, look, I really enjoyed this week's summit. And that makes it even worse because the reward is so silly. Oh, but I went through the other guy, so I thought the whole thing was non-collision. Is New York better than Harley? I don't remember. I don't think New York is better than Harley. Whoa! Thank you for the Australian dollar. 10 Australian dollars. Chat, with current global economy, that might be at least £3. No, thank you very much for the 10 Australian dollars. I can't. The cringe within me could not say waj at the end of every sentence. What are we doing here? Waj. What, like I'm a Pokemon? I can't. I think in my head, I go, say it now. Say it right now. And my brain just goes, I can't do it. The words don't leave my mouth. It's like trying to hold in a cough, but the opposite. There you go, chat. There is the member goals. So yeah, Diomri, I appreciate all the donations very much. You don't have to do that. But you can also gift members, which instead of just chucking money at me, gives something back to the community as well. And I believe it's in the same button press as donations, the gifting members button. Jesus! Holy water, slow down! Do it for 10 sentences. Okay, you know what? I'll do it because it was a 10 Aussie dollars. I'll do it for the next 10 sentences. Okay, well, for one, I'm gonna lose this grand race. Waj. Stop! Ramming me! Waj. Okay, is this what we do here? Waj. You know what, chat? It's coming more naturally now. Waj. What's that, 4 now? Waj. Does an exclamation count as a sentence? SidWaj does, you know? I won't count that one. I'll count that as the last one as well. Rammers have small PB energy. Exactly. And I'm the one driving. You would think I'd be the one ramming, you know? You would think, you look at me. Look at the car I'm in. You would think, holy brakes. You would think I'd be the one ramming. SidWaj. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Technically, I was reading someone else's sentence there. So, that doesn't count. SidWaj. Dear Lord, what, 2 more? SidWaj. Yeah, this Grand Race is really fun when you use cars like this. Jesus Christ, this is pointless. This is pointless. The Mercedes is a boat? Absolutely, and it's got no speed. No. Okay, wait, hang on a minute. I want to again reiterate, this isn't me criticizing the character. This isn't me criticizing Militia as a this isn't me criticizing Militia as a person. This is again just a strange thing that I thought about something he said in an isolated situation in his video. And I literally had to sit there and be like, that's not a serious point, is it? That's not, he doesn't actually mean that, does he? Because he was talking about the Coupe Baby Porsche. And he was like, why are cars in this game bad? Why doesn't every car compete with the meta? And I had to sit there for a second and be like, he can't mean that. He can't, like, there's no way you can convince yourself that the PvP is the only reason a game was made more. Right? There's no way you can actually, like, look, I know that sometimes I prefer that the game adds things that I would like, right? I know that sometimes I would prefer the game to be specific to my playstyle. But that just felt so far beyond, like, I play the PvP, thus the whole game should focus on that. Like, there is a whole mainstream racing game around the PvP. And I was just like, what kind of an argument is this? The Volkswagen Beetle should compete with the Focus RS? The Silverado touring car should compete with the Gordon Murray T50? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Because the moment you hit that argument, and the thing is, he said he was being dramatic. But I don't know if he said it in relation to this claim. But the thing about that claim is you can so easily take it to reductio ad absurdum, where you explain that it was just such a strange take to me. I don't know. I just had to sit there, and again, I'm not criticizing him as a 1 second, his character or whatever. I'm just like, this take was so strange to me. Give me 1 sec, chat. I will be right back. I muted the wrong thing. There we go. I know I was muted. You don't have to say it. Also, chat, there was no one at my door. There was no one at my door. I'm going insane. But yeah, so I talked about how there was other arguments in this video I really didn't like. But, like, the one that I'm talking about right now was when talking about the Coupe Baby, he was like, this car isn't even good. Why is it that in this game there's cars that are bad? Why is there cars that don't compete for meta? I'm paraphrasing. I don't want to be called out and like, that's not exactly what he said, because I am paraphrasing here, right? But that argument just made no sense to me. It made... I understand the reason for it, but at that point, you gotta be like... the PvP is not this entire game. You don't buy this game, load it up, and get put directly into a grand race. You know? Like, could you imagine the ridicule that this game would get? How are you so sexy, bro? Okay, welcome, PBX. What are you doing? Could you imagine the ridicule this game would get from the, like, Forza mainstream racing audience if every car competed for the best car in the spec? It just felt like a way... I had to sit there and be like, there's no way that is a serious argument. And I want to reiterate, I've got nothing against Militia as a guy. I'm talking about the specific arguments here in that video. When are you going to race meta for once? I don't know. I race meta every now and then. I just don't care to race meta, man. I'd rather enjoy, you know? Look, I'm not winning, but I'm still having fun. How tall am I? 7 foot 23 inches? On a good day, okay? On a good day. I'm like barely 6 foot 35 on a bad day. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'd rather enjoy. I'd rather use my low mileage cars. I run meta every now and then. Normally what I do is I run the first segment meta, and then I run whatever I want in the other 2 segments. But I don't know. Today I'm just enjoying. It's a stream ends when I win a grand race, so I'll start spamming meta later on when I'm kind of bored of the stream, you know? Use the SLS in Street 2 when it comes up. You'll be surprised how good it is. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I should make a video on that video, because I really struggle to understand some of those arguments. Maybe I do what I did with SidWaj. Maybe I get him on a stream to talk. Then again, there's other reasons I'm more hesitant on that than I was with SidWaj. Oh my god, there is no way I actually got that checkpoint. Actual scam. Ooh, Jesus. Oh wait, yeah, how many members are we on? Josh used the 4 months. Sorry, the 40 months. We got a Twitch sub. Chat, 3 more members, and you choose what vehicles I use in Grand Race. So there you go. If you want me to use meta, chat, 3 more members. Yeah, I'm on Europe servers, yeah. Also, on the case of, like, using meta, me and SidWaj did actual tests and established that meta doesn't matter, so I'd rather get better with, like, all the cars in the game than I would, you know, just the best cars and then be a lost puppy the moment I touch bad cars. So bro hasn't won in 2 hours? Hey, the last one I did, not the last one, sorry, the one before, the first one I did of this, I don't think I won until, what, like hour 4, was it, chat? Hour 4, 5 or so? And also, I've not been playing the Grand Race for every minute of those 2 hours. Damn, bro has a big... Okay. Alright. What the hell am I... See, you can't tell me to play meta and miss out on fun stuff like this. I've got this! I'm coming! Speed! Oh my god! Stop turning when I tell you to stop turning! Stop. Oh, god damn it. I didn't even have to tell him to stop. I did it myself. Whoa, chat! Curb riding beast! Curb riding beast! Bro got stick drift? No, this car just keeps driving after you. You think you're gonna ram an Escalade? Do you really think? Do you really think you're gonna ram an Escalade? But valid on the ram, though. I did ram him by mistake. Damn it! It's just so sluggish. Like, it feels so heavy. Am I in a rallycross car? No, I'm not. Okay. Nice. I do not even remember selecting the Escalade, honestly. I should do blind picking my low mileage cars. Because you can like listen for the sound. If I just scroll upwards, I can listen for the sound for when it loops all the way back to the bottom, and then I just hit left on the hit left once. But then I'd be forced to go in motorcycles. Maybe bike only needs to be a member goal. Hey Sid, I just joined the stream. Did you already say anything about the Elite Pack or not? Yeah, so there's a chance it might be month 3. Because they've done month 3 releases again. But they're so inconsistent. At the moment, we have no idea. Because my thinking was maybe the Jet could be part of the Elite Bundle. But Elite Bundles are always 2 hypercars. They have been 2 hypercars. What are we on? Season 6? They have been 2 hypercars for the all 4 seasons that have had Elite Bundles so far. So I don't know. Should have been considering this for a while now. Would you... Oh, wait, hang on. Would you as a casual be interested in watching a video on how to improve in racing game or not? Wait, what do you mean? As a casual, would I be interested in a video on how to improve in racing games or not? I don't know. I'm the kind of casual where, like, if I wasn't making videos on this game, I wouldn't be trying to sweat and learn all the mechanics and whatnot, you know? I probably wouldn't. Because I wouldn't be doing it for anyone. If I was a casual, I'd just be playing for myself. I personally am the wrong person to ask, basically. Well, also, racing games as a whole? I don't know, it feels a bit too broad. While trying to go for everyone, you've gone for no one. You know, that kind of thing. You know what, chat? Let's play meta, okay? We're about to hit hour 2. Let's switch to meta. You know? Well, it depends what specs we're at. Street 1 Rally Raid Hyper? Okay, these are not great specs. These are very not great specs. Whoa! Diomri, thank you so much for $500. Unfortunately, now paint your car yellow and have SidWaj on the side of your car and use that car for the rest of the stream in the ground race. Unfortunately, that isn't an option. Unfortunately, that isn't an offer on the table. So I would be happy to honor what it used to be, right? What is it? 10 members? Is chat customizes a car. And if we got 10 members, I'm happy to do that because that's what the goal is anyway. Yeah, I'm playing on EU. If you want to get good at racing games, then start off by practicing simple mechanics like braking points and throttle management. Yeah. Well, you kind of just have to get good at racing, you know. What's the best hyper? Agera, right? Sure. How fast can the jet go? No idea yet. And if anyone's told you how fast it goes, what they have done there is broke NDA. Oh yeah, I was talking earlier about my branding, updating my branding. Essentially, chat, Mansory jump scare. This, right, this, way smaller, so obviously it would be in a black circle, but it's an S and W, right? This, but like S, W, I guess the black bit would be white, the white bit would be black circle, white outlines. That would be the new SidWaj logo if I was to refresh my logo instead of completely abolishing my logo. And then it kind of matches, and maybe I'll put a pattern in the background. I don't know what the pattern would be yet, but I might put a pattern in the background. But like, just like there's pistons in that one, maybe I'll do that. Using low mileage is painful because so many of my cars have 0 mileage due to importing them. Yeah, but to be honest, I think that's the kind of the fun in it, you know? You get to drive so many of the cars you wouldn't normally drive. I shouldn't overtake this guy. I need to stay and slip so they can catch up to these guys. I need to get to the left of the thing. Yep, okay. This is an early breaker. This is not a Grand Race win, chat. I am afraid to tell you, chat, this is not a Grand Race win. Never noticed the radio that you choose sticks in Grand Race? I don't believe that's true. Grand Race changes radio stations based on which spec you're in. As far as I remember, at least. I missed a checkpoint, yay. Damn. Oh, God, stop! 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 Wait, is this the route with the extremely strong right-hand turn, which also is a shortcut, respawn shortcut? Why'd you do it? I can't do the livery thing because that's a member goal. But thank you so much for another 2 Aussie dollars. I appreciate you very much. You don't have to be doing this. It's very much appreciated. Why? Bro got lightning slip? This is a Crew 2 vanity, you know? This isn't even like a Motorfest one. This is a Crew 2 vanity divvy. Oh, Jesus Christ! I saw him crash and then I went, oh, that could be me. God, this thing's good. This thing handles nicely. Back to the Future vanity? Indeed. Actually, no, it might be Motorfest. Oh, no. It was Crew 2, but it was, like, late in the Crew 2's life cycle. Barely having to throttle control in meta vehicles is so good. Like, the fact I have to, like, care about throttle controlling Like, genuinely, like, 20 times less. In a bad car, with the amount of understeer, you have to permanently be feathering the throttle. Thank you so much for the another $2. I appreciate you, Diomri. Cut right. Oh, I came into that with way too much speed. I need to stay in these guys' slip. Because I can sense this splitting off. And one of these two is using direct mode. I can feel it in my cojones, as they say. Oh, I should have used all my NOS! Oh, it's this route! No! He's in the Z4 as well. I hate this route. Yeah, he knows that turn way better than I do. I only recognize this route because it was in that one Grand Race restriction. How am I falling behind? It's a straight road. Okay, really? Really? I am so bad at this whole segment. I'm so bad. I swear the shortcut isn't worth it there. Yeah, it's way too bumpy. It's way too bumpy. Sucks to suck. Chat, you guys should be worried right now. You guys should be very worried. You know what? I should have made a member goal. You know what? I should have made a member goal. Add on 1 required win. For like every 5 members, I have to get 1 extra win. That's what I should have done. I might do that for the next time. Unless I win this right now. Sorry, unless I don't win this right now. Wow. 48-hour stream incoming. Wait, why am I driving on the road? This has no off-road slowdown. Chat, you should be very worried right now. You should be incredibly alarmed, chat. I can feel it. I'm gonna choke. I'm gonna choke. I can feel it. I can feel it. No, the pressure's got to me. The pressure's got to me. No! Chat, the vibe in my body shifted. Holy Meta Slave. Okay, to be fair, SE Pro, I have spent the last 2 hours using fun cars. Someone in chat went, why don't you just use Meta? And then I went on a whole thing being like, of course I won't use Meta. And then I was like, okay, fine, I'll use Meta for 1. There is no way, chat. There is no way I pick up Meta once. There is no way I pick up Meta cars once and immediately walk back a win. Damn it. It's done for. It's done for. It is actually done for. Please fix that Agera. It looks hideous. To be fair, this Agera was supposed to look like the one that was in the one Mr. Beast video. It's still customized from that when I did a Mr. Beast Motorfest video. This could have prevented if AR12 wasn't having a skill issue right now. Wait, what's the lore on that? How far behind are they? Chat, this is your last moment to do anything or say anything. Start your next video by saying, Waj, Waj! I've also decided just there will be your... Look, you can call me that all you want. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. When did these guys get me? Okay, yeah. All right, nice one. Yeah, nice one. Wow, these guys are really good. Wow. Wow, those guys are really good, chat. Wow, they were really good, chat.